This public service announcement is brought to you by the Worldwide Oil Conservation Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, the United States of America.
I want some clothes that I figure that's oil selling at a high price right now. I can just sell it.
That's crazy. Oil is very far down the ground.
It is? How did it even get down there?
Well, oil was formed when organisms from millions of years ago die and then go underground, don't decay, and form a material called kerogen. Over time, due to heat and pressure, the kerogen is converted into oil.
But oil is not a sustainable. Since it takes so long to form, if we use too much now, it'll run out. Besides, it comes from unstable levels. So it's not even sustainable as a whole.
There are many dangers to drilling off the coast. Like due to pressure, the risk of having an oil spill or accident increases, like the oil spill in the Gulf 3 summers ago. The BP oil spill affected 16,000 miles of coastline off the coast of Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. It was predicted that between 17 to 39 million gallons of oil was spilled. The BP has now set aside $20 billion toward oil cleanup and spill victims. The oil spill affected many ocean and estuary ecosystems along the Gulf. The initial oil rig explosion killed 11 people and injured 17 others. That was a bad tragedy, but some people immediately responded. Over 30,000 people helped. All the oil still hasn't been picked up due to the oil spill. Here is a diagram of the greenhouse effect. Take a second to look over it. The greenhouse effect is when harmful gases such as carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are released into the atmosphere at an alarming rate, where when the sunlight comes in, it is trapped, virtually heating up the earth steadily. This is a picture of a smokestack, which is releasing carbon monoxide from oil being burned. Carbon monoxide is one of the key gases that are causing the greenhouse effect. When oil is burned, it releases gases such as carbon monoxide into the atmosphere. When carbon monoxide is breathed in, if it's only a little bit, it can have a small impact. The gas has no taste, color, or odor, so it is impossible to test if you're breathing it in or not. Did you know that carbon monoxide is the most common cause of poisoning in the United States and the leading cause of poison deaths? Carbon monoxide is commonly consumed in the winter months due to fireplaces and portable heaters. Every summer, the ice caps are melting a little more than usual, and every winter, the water doesn't refreeze back as much. So, why is this even happening, you might ask? This is happening due to the greenhouse effect, as you learned, that is caused from burning fossil fuels such as oil. The greenhouse effect is making the ocean water level rise, which is very bad. That could ruin the land that you are standing on right now. It could make it part of the ocean, which, because of the melting of the ice caps. Global warming is not only affecting human beings, it's harming many, many animals, including the polar bears, as you see on the screen. The polar bears, their homes are melting away at a rapid rate. They are having to swim for days and days and days. Even though they're very good swimmers, that's a lot. So you might ask why this oil that is detrimental to society, not only for us, but for animals too, is being sold for such high prices. I have an answer for you. Dependency. Just one word. Dependency is why. Our society nowadays is dependent on oil so much. We rely on oil for tons of things. Thank goodness there are ways to prevent this gas from being used. For example, you can use wind. Wind is a good source to depend on because it doesn't have any negative effects on ecosystems. There's also solar energy. Since the sun's power will never end, it is a sustainable source, unlike oil. It doesn't have any negative effects on the environment. Another alternate source is hydroelectric power, or power from water. Water will never run out, so it's a sustainable source, and it won't have any negative effects on the environment.
Yeah.
Those things are abiotic because they are not alive, but oil, on the other hand, is biotic. Even though oil isn't alive, it was formed from fossils, which were alive at one point. Thank you for viewing this public service announcement. We hope that you have learned a lot about oil, and we hope that you will prevent using oil in the future and sustain it for the rest of America.